Ugh. Okay. Here I come. That's getting there. Hey, it's Megan.
And Sue in the restricted section.
So we are doing the restricted section Booktuber Beer Tag, which is a Josh from Literary Gladiators original, but he did it with cheese.
Yes. So the concept of this tag is that it's like a shout out tag, but you choose something.
A thing.
Like a food or a drink or a type of TV show, I don't know, whatever you want. And you liken some booktubers to different types of those things.
Right.
And so naturally, we chose beer.
Right, because that's kind of our thing.
Yeah. So this is basically a shout out tag, but with a little fun spin on it.
A little twist.
We will link Josh's original tag below where he did cheeses, and he tagged us in that.
He did.
Thank you very much, Josh, for the tag and the shout out.
And the shout out. So yeah, we picked 10 beers. And so 10 booktubers whose channels we will all link below.
Yes.
We're also
seriously, as soon as we start filming,
my dogs are like, it's time to fight.
Time to fight and growl.
Noodle. Noodle.
It's like, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm sorry, buddy. You go ahead.
He just looked so ashamed of himself just now. He was like,
I'm so sorry. I'm ashamed of myself for being upset with him.
He's really cute, and like the longest I've ever been mad at him is about like 27 seconds. And then I was like, fine.
Yeah, we are drinking a type of beer that actually is not even on our list because it's a beer we don't like. So we didn't want to give a shout out to a booktuber we didn't like.
Right, and then we kind of fucked up. So,
but someone had recommended this to us as like a gateway to liking sour beers. And we hate sours, so we thought we'd try it. This is the SeaQuench Ale from Dogfish Head.
Yes.
And it's a session sour. It says blissfully brewed with lime juice, lime peel, black limes, and sea salt. It's a lot of limes. A lime but black.
A moldy lime?
Maybe.
It doesn't smell like a sour.
I don't know. It's very carbonated.
Super bubbly.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's not that sour.
No. It's a little tart, but it's not like like pinch your mouth sour.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be my gateway beer. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
So, the first type of beer we chose is a stout.
And our descriptor for this was kind of like dark and complex and strong.
Yes. We chose a booktuber who has strong opinions and complex opinions.
Yeah.
And, yeah, just someone like, when I think of like rich and bold and sophistication, yeah. I think of Olive.
From a book Olive.
From a book Olive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think that Olive, she always articulates herself so well, and she always seems to have a really good handle on like what her opinions and thoughts are on a book. Whereas like me, sometimes I'm like, I don't know how I felt about this.
I know. I know.
But yeah, and I also just, I don't know, there's some, I think it's just like how well spoken she is. I just feel, when I think of Olive, I think of like sophistication and and her like, you know, her background for her videos always just looks really
put together and nice.
Put together and nice, and like, whereas like a lot of booktubers have the like white IKEA shelves and stuff, hers are like dark and
very sophisticated.
Yeah. Like a stout.
Like a stout.
Which is delicious.
My favorite kind of beer. So the next beer we chose was a porter.
And this beer is also kind of along the same lines of a stout, like dark, kind of sophisticated, but it's more sweet as well.
For that beer, we chose Stephanie from That's What She Read.
Yeah, because she definitely has the darkness there because she mostly reads horror. Also has the horror podcast, Books in the Freezer.
Right. That just tickles me, sorry.
But she also just seems like such a nice, sweet person. Like, she always leaves really
kind and
nice
thoughtful comments.
Yeah, and again, much like Olive too, she's, I think, very well, articulates herself very well and her opinions very well.
Yeah, and she's really, you know, confident in her opinions.
Okay, so the next type of beer we have is an IPA or India Pale Ale.
India Pale Ale. I described this as kind of the hipster douche beer. It's bitter, but people love it.
And naturally, who else could we have chosen for this but Adam from Memento Mori?
Who else fits the bill there?
He dubbed himself a hipster douche.
He did. That's, yeah.
For a while, he was trying coffees on his channel.
Yes.
I don't think he does it anymore, but yeah, and he's from Seattle, which is like that in Portland, I'd say, is like the hipster capitals.
Yeah.
And like with the bitterness, that's just because he's very sassy on his channel. Sassy. He like makes fun of Booktube a lot and things that are popular on Booktube, but he also makes fun of himself a lot, hence calling himself a hipster douche. You know? So I think it like balances out to where he's really likable, really funny.
Yes.
Like, it's hard to like really get upset about things he's saying.
Because I mean, it's all in good fun. Like, I feel like he's good-natured about it. Like, I don't feel like he's actually bitter.
Right.
You know? But yeah, so, and I think, you know, Adam's really popular. I think a lot of people really like Adam.
Yeah.
So,
of course. And I love IPAs.
I actually am liking them now.
Yeah.
I am liking IPAs now. So, color me a hipster douche. Get me a flannel and send me to Portland. The next beer we have on our list is a pale ale.
So pale ales they're a little heavy, but they're still also have a lightness to them. So they're a little bit more palatable to a lot of people than an IPA would be. So for this one, we chose someone who we thought wasn't really afraid to like get into heavy topics or read heavy books, but who also reads light books or things that more like genre fiction, fun stuff, and also incorporates like humor and stuff into her channel. And
so for this, we chose Sam from Sarcasm and Sci-Fi.
Yes, so obviously from the name of her channel.
I was just going to say the name of her channel. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, so she is very sarcastic a lot. I think she's really funny, and just she's kind of like us, where we just like get in front of the camera and talk.
Yeah, just like wing it.
Yeah. So she's just, you know, very organically funny.
Yeah.
And she loves sci-fi, but she also reads quite eclectically as well. So.
Yeah, a lot of different things.
Yeah. Okay, so the next beer is, you want to say it together?
Yes.
Hefeweizen!
Which is just fun to say.
Yes. Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen!
Hefeweizen is like an unfiltered wheat beer. So it's, you know, kind of cloudy and rich looking. When you pour it into a glass, it's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
A sexy looking beer.
Yes, we were, when we were looking up the descriptions of these, this one was literally described as one sexy looking beer.
So, it is unfiltered and it is sexy.
So we chose one unfiltered sexy booktuber.
Which is Richard from Bookishly Richie.
Yes. And Richard, he is definitely unfiltered. He reads whatever he wants, he talks about whatever he wants.
And he gives zero fucks if you like it or not.
Yeah. And then he also does like really beautiful makeup looks on his channel and on his Instagram. I see his pictures on there all the time. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that bitch is to give me eyeshadow lessons. Shit.
Yeah, so he's looking pretty sexy.
Pretty sexy.
Yeah, and also he reads middle grade on his channel, which I just thought I'd mention that because it's kind of not typical.
Yeah, it's pretty unique.
So if you're interested in middle grade and want to check out his channel, then
do it. Do it. The next beer on our list is a brown ale.
So brown ales are a little dark. And also they're described as nutty. So we took that and we changed it to like quirky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone who's dark and quirky.
Yes. So we chose Madeline Swan for this.
Yeah, because she reads and writes bizarro fiction, which is definitely often kind of dark, and definitely very strange and quirky.
Yes.
And I think Madeline herself is
very quirky and eclectic.
And very interesting. She's such an interesting person.
She's super interesting.
And I recently read one of her books called Fortune Box, and I loved it. Like, I fucking loved it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so if you want to check out bizarro fiction, if you're into like weird stuff,
Madeline Swan,
definitely check her out. So the next type of beer we have is a lambic.
And we described this beer as sweet, kind of out of the box, and unique.
Yeah, because lambics are, I think the description I read said that they were pretty rare because they're made with like
naturally
yeast.
fermenting. Yeah,
It's like yeast in the air.
Yeah, which is weird and cool and crazy.
Yeah. So we chose a booktuber who we think is sweet and does things very like out of the box and
unique.
in a unique manner.
Yeah. So we chose Drinking by My Shelf.
Yeah, she takes a lot of like the typical booktuber videos, like wrap-ups and things like that, and puts like her own interesting spin on them. And I think that's really cool. And she also just seems like a really sweet person. She leaves nice comments on our stuff. She's the new host of Book Break, which is really cool.
That's very cool.
And yeah, I just really enjoy it. She has like a very like bubbly
personality.
Sweet personality.
I really love her channel name too. Like her channel name and like That's What She Read are two of my favorite channel names ever because they're so clever.
Yeah.
And then like That's What She Read, the whole podcast thing,
Books in the Freezer, yeah,
tickles me as well. So like I aspire to that level of cleverness, but I'm not there yet. So next on our list is pumpkin beer.
Yeah, we had to include pumpkin beer because we're longing for fall so much, and I love pumpkin beers.
I love pumpkin beer.
Although when they're not done well, they can be
really they're bad. They're real
bad. But a good pumpkin beer, like
looking
this
at you,
one,
Count Orlok, is
delicious. Okay, so we described pumpkin beer as sweet and also spicy.
So we chose Harriet Rosie for this one.
Yeah, because again, she's a very sweet person. I also love her voice. She has like a sweet sounding voice.
She could do ASMR.
Yeah, she could.
If she wanted to.
But she's also not afraid to kind of call BookTube out on their shit sometimes.
She'll go there.
She's made videos, like discussion videos in the past where she talks about some, whatever things she's having issues with in the community. She's also done videos of like things that annoy me about things booktubers do that annoy me and things like that. So she can get a little spicy.
She's a little spicy sometimes, and I like it. I like the spice.
So the next beer on our list is a lager.
We said a lager is something that is universally liked and kind of palatable to everyone. There's a little something for everybody in a lager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we said Josh from Literary Gladiators.
Who doesn't like Josh?
Yeah, Josh is like just such a nice name.
Right. And he's super intelligent. He leaves these like very detailed and well thought out comments on people's videos.
Yeah. Murphy.
Noodle.
He's biting her tail.
He bites her tail and her feet and it pisses her off. That's how he gets her to play. He's a total turd. He used to stand under Sasha and bite her feet because then she couldn't get him. He's such a bastard.
Are you exposing yourself as a little a-hole?
He is a little a-hole. He's just a really cute one.
Alright, now he's eating.
Yeah, he's a little
spontaneously had to eat.
Well, you gotta have snack when you're being such a dick. He uses a lot of energy.
So back to Josh.
Who is not a dick.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, he's very thoughtful, he's very intelligent. He makes a point to do a lot of shout-out videos and commend people in the community that he feels are, doing a good job or that he appreciates.
Right.
So, I mean, who doesn't like Josh?
Right. If you don't like Josh, there's something wrong with you.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. And then also, just the channel Literary Gladiators is, there's definitely something there for everyone because they do a lot of there's so many people, you know, wide range of opinions, wide range of
types of videos,
types of books, etc. So check them out.
Check them out, man. Last but not least is a saison, which I have to say like that. I'm sorry. Saison. Which we defined as something or somebody with lots of energy, kind of spicy, lots of personality.
Yeah.
You know.
So we said Amber from Amber Unabridged.
Yes.
Because I think she's like the rare extrovert on BookTube.
Yes.
Yeah, she's very outgoing and friendly and
a lot of personality, and she just really like, I don't know, she just puts herself out there, and I dig that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that most of us here on BookTube are
very
introverted. So we need the extroverts.
If it weren't for extroverts and Susan, I wouldn't have any friends.
Me too, probably. For extroverts and you.
Yeah. And we didn't become friends for like a year. It took us a year, skittish little introverts being around each other before we were like, hey, let's be friends.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I also think Amber's like, she also is not afraid to like express her true opinions and feelings on things.
She'll put them out there.
Yeah. Spicy.
It's just one of those things that's fun to say.
Very spicy. She's very spicy.
But yeah, so those are our 10 booktubers, 10 types of beer.
Yeah, and if we mentioned you in this video,
consider yourself tagged.
Consider yourself tagged, and you can use, you don't have to use beer, use whatever.
You can use styles of underwear.
Yeah.
Types of
pornos. I
don't know.
Yeah, and this, I actually like this.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like, the more I'm drinking it, the more I'm enjoying it. So, good really, call. I wish I could remember who recommended this to us, but I don't even remember what video it was on.
I don't either. If you recommended it to us, like, holler out. Like, let us know.
Yeah, because good call. This is pretty good, and I never would have tried it if you hadn't recommended it to us.
Same, because I would have just looked at it and gone, I don't like sours, and skipped over it. So, he just wants you. He just wants you. He doesn't even care. He doesn't even... He loves his Aunt Susan more than he loves anyone else, including me. And his papa.
There'll be some links below where you can find us other places on the internet.
And if you're not already subscribed to the restricted section, please do it.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye!